So today, Kelly, we're talking about the craziest, scariest cybersecurity stories we know of. So we might turn back the dial a little bit and talk about some things like WannaCry, the Melissa virus from back, I think it was like the early 2000s, and some other things. So talk to us a little bit about some of the scariest cybersecurity stories in line with the Halloween theme that you know of.
This is, again, I don't want to start off scaring people, but we definitely have to create awareness. I talked to a client this week that absolutely refuses all of our security standards if it impedes on his day. And, we're at NTM, we highly recommend it, but I'm not, we're not the end all be all. I'm not God, and I'm not going to make somebody do something. So we signed waivers, and I just looked and I said, please make sure you have your cyber insurance up to date because they're not following recommendation, which is fine. I mean, you can go to the doctor and not listen, and ultimately you're probably going to die. So it's the same thing with cybersecurity. If you ignore it, man, if you think you're small and they're not going to come after you, they will.
Yeah.
The bad actors will use the little guys to come after the big companies. That's how they cut their teeth. That's how they figure things out. But man, I've heard a lot of them, and I read a lot about it. And obviously, we're the last line of defense for our clients, and we're on nonstop. I was on a call yesterday with another customer, an insurance company. Everybody wants to know what we're doing, and man, is it refreshing when they ask some of these off the wall questions. They're like, "Yes, we're doing that. Yes, we have this, and here's the proof." And they're like, "Whoa." And you can hear the customer's chest just puffing out. And honestly, it's a nice, good ego shot. And hey, man, we're staying in front of it. As you know, we hire the best of the best, and we're constantly getting better. One of our core values is continuous improvement.
Yeah.
And the bad actors are sitting there trying something new. We're trying to get better and better. We do rely a lot on our security operations center. 24/7, 365, always latest, greatest, and plus our levels. But the scariest ones, it actually just happened because they're getting more brazen and more brazen. And I shared the article with you, is that the majority of people majority of the companies that get breached don't share it because it's embarrassing, which is, I don't want to correlate this, but I have to. What's going on with the Chicago Blackhawks and this player who was assaulted, allegedly assaulted, and he's coming forward, and he didn't come forward until now. And the person that did it had a bunch of other victims. And you got to come forward and tell, because we learn as protectors, we learn, how'd they get in? What happened? It's a little embarrassing, but you're going to protect somebody else from doing the same thing and spread awareness.
Yeah.
So I urge people, if you're a victim, as embarrassing it is, please share it so it doesn't happen again to somebody else. Some of the embarrassing ones are, man, hacking into the jails and the hospitals recently and sharing the video of privacy. It's embarrassing. It's people say there's the security's unhackable. It's like at your home, how you think that nobody can go into your home cameras and see you naked and share it with you. They can if they want to. I don't know. They can. So you got to be diligent. Those are and they're really, really, the bad actors are going after embarrassing things because people are more likely, sorry about that, to pay up if it's embarrassing. I'll give you one that's a personal one, and I'm going to leave the name out, but it's embarrassing. Someone reached out to a friend of mine on social media and befriended them, and then took an embarrassing video of them and threatened them to same thing, ransomware, threatened to release it. And he called me and goes, "What do I do?" And I said, "Let them release it, because they're never going to stop ciphering you for money." And it turned out to be a good thing, because the embarrassment actually turned into be an ego push, and it was good for them. So you might think it's a bad thing, but it can, everything, God only gives us what we can handle, and you can turn every negative into a positive, especially if you learn something. So those are embarrassing. other ones that are embarrassing are people that fall for obvious ones, like rerouting of CEOs' bank account or bank paycheck. I've heard that. I've heard people making payments, going and getting flowers for people and getting gift cards and sending it out. It's like the obvious ones where after the fact you go, oh, I knew better, but you get busy in your day and you go. So they're happening left and right. And those are just little things that, and when you might think that some of them are easy. So we saw somebody that they keep using easy passwords and the bad actors are sitting there watching them, and we catch them and we get them out, but we don't know what they saw. We don't know what other personal information that they have at. So take this seriously because it ain't going to stop. Again,
Bitcoin. Question about the cyber insurance piece you talked about earlier. As we're talking about cyber insurance, the insurance companies, assuming a company has a cyber insurance policy, they're only going to pay out a policy amount only if you have all of your cybersecurity stuff set up correctly, right? Am I understanding that right?
Yeah, insurance companies. I have a lot of friends in the insurance business. Their job is to not pay claims, and
Exactly.
it's a nasty thing, but it's the fact of life. So if they see negligence on your technology partner, which is what are you and I working on right now, a white paper that's going to help shed light on the misnomers of people thinking that they're covered and they're not. So we're going to shed some light on that and try to share that with our fellow people. But you have to have cyber. First of all, people want to realize that you have to have cyber insurance, even if you use a computer, you have to have it. So don't think for a second. Right now, it's still affordable. So you have to have it. It's just another way for them not to pay a claim. If you say computer anything and you don't have extra cyber coverage, they're not going to cover it. It's not covered on your normal insurance policy.
So what if I am a business owner? I have like 20, 30, 40, 50 employees, whatever, a manufacturing firm, and we get hit with cybersecurity or ransomware attack or something of that nature, and we don't have MFA or multi-factor authentication installed and implemented. Is that going to hinder us from getting a payout from the insurance company?
It could, and it depends on the insurance company. So if the insurance company didn't give you a letter, every insurance company is different, so I can't speak to that. But if I was the insurance company and you didn't have that basic thing, basic standard anymore, they could say, you know what, you didn't do basic things, we're not going to cover you. Now, it depends on what the extent of the attack is. It could be. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
It could be that you just had a nuisance where your IT team had to shut everything down and reboot and reset and do everything. In that case, you're probably not going to make a claim. Now, if they keep you out of business for 2 or 3 days and then you pay the ransom and you're into the 6 figures, you're going to want to claim that. Yeah. Will they try to fight that ferociously? Absolutely. Sure. They're going to look at poke holes. But you also are seeing a lot of insurance companies come out and ask the tough questions. Number one question: are you doing 2-factor or multi-factor authentication? Yeah. Number one question, and it is the simplest, easiest thing. And there's still companies that won't do it because they're afraid of the technology. They don't understand it. It is a little bit of a nuisance because when you have Microsoft Teams and Microsoft Outlook and your phone and a device, you're changing 4 different passwords at 4 different times, and it gets a little cumbersome. NTM has worked out a way to streamline this, so it's not as bad. But if you're not used to it, it gets a little cumbersome. But which reminds me, we should put out a video to talk about how to streamline that and share that with the world. Because don't be afraid of this stuff.
No.
If somebody breaks in your house, you're gonna go buy a gun. You may not be a gun person, but hey, you're gonna go to the shooting range and you're gonna figure it out, and you're gonna figure it out.
Or you get a security system to protect you, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So we're just being diligent and being smart and being safe. But man, the days of thinking that it's not going to happen are simply, even small companies like you, Dave, they just, if they want to get a few $1,000s out of you because you got something on your computer that wouldn't be coming of you, which also goes back to being moral, honest, and integrity. I always laugh at people. I'm like, hey man, I'm the most boringest guy on earth. You want to watch me? Go ahead. You want to look at my computer? Go ahead. You're going to see nothing but work and boringness, which is much different than the old Kelly, which those of you knew me for a long time. There were some embarrassing things that I used to do, but hey, we live and learn. Now, come at me and enjoy a lot of absolute boringness.
A lot of QuickBooks, a lot of accounting stuff. I love
a
it.
lot of reading,
spreadsheets,
a lot of helping people and positivity. And, life is good, Dave. I love helping people. And again, I'm going to tell everybody over and over. This is not a sales pitch. If you are concerned and you have questions about technology or you not sure if you're covered, by all means, reach out to me, man. I'm here to help. Because I do not like thieves. I do not like the negativity, because I want to help and I want to protect you. Yeah. And I'll do everything I can to help anybody at any given time.
I love it. So since COVID-19 began a year and a half ago, the FBI has reported a 300 to 500% increase in cyber crimes, both for offices, networks, and for remote workers. Why do you think that is?
Oh, that's I'm surprised it's that. I looked at the same stats and I saw that, and I'm surprised it's not 1,000%.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's that low.
Because frankly, in the past, if they hit you, you can just reach over and look at your IT team or your IT partner or your buddy and say, "Did you get this? Does this look right to you?" And you could bounce it off somebody. But now we're working remote. The dog's barking. Somebody's banging at the door. You're on a freaking a Teams call, and you're juggling so many things, and all of a sudden you get emailed something and you click on it, you're like, oh, so it's just the signing of times. And that's a great analogy that the bad actors don't care. They don't care what's going on. They're going to leverage it and they're going to push harder. And you're going to see more and more things spoofing FedEx because of FedEx going so slow. They're going to spoof things that you use every day. And you're going to go, whoa. They don't care. They'll use your mom's name to get to try to get you to send them money. They don't care. So the reason is just awareness and being able to people travel in packs for survival. It's been since the dawn age. When you're alone, you're susceptible, and it's a lot harder to protect a home computer or remote computer than it is at an office, which because people don't want to pay for it. They think, oh, well, it's no big deal. But their son or daughter is gaming on it, which opens up so many freaking platforms and so much to hit. They're using more social media. It's just a, hey, we're a target. Now at NTM again, we're not perfect, but boy, have we seen it all. And we make our remote users have all of our software. And it's much to the chagrin because they don't want us to do it. But if you come and hit your network, work network from any device, we protect it.
Love it.
We're not taking any precaution whatsoever. When I tell you I'm boring, I'm also very safe. I don't cut corners, which is very different from the young Kelly. But I've learned. You live and learn.
You do. Kelly, where can people learn more about our cybersecurity solutions and our IT solutions?
Well, like I said, give me a call anytime, any place. The office is 248-658-0828. I am a plethora of information. If I can't find it, I'll find it. Or if I don't have it, I'll find it for you. And then visit our website, www.trustntm is in National Technology Management.com. And then just watch social media because we're going to be releasing a ton of content that is free. And there's no strings attached. We're just trying to put awareness out and not try to scare you. So that's what I'm seeing is my lovely competitors who are all my dear friends selling fear and trying to create fear. And you should be aware, but I'm going to teach you how to be aware but safe. And if you have questions or you want help, by all means, reach out to me and we'll gladly help you in any way, shape, or form.
I love it. And stay tuned. We've got an exclusive offer coming in the next few weeks, a little bit about what's to come. So it's exclusive. Stay tuned to LinkedIn and Facebook for more.